Yeah, right. So, this is going to be a second part of the topic on the economy because I pressed the wrong button and it ended up shutting off. So I didn't start this. I decided to start the next part two when I got in my car. But ultimately, if you go to YouTube, there's many videos on the subject of economic crash. And like I said in the beginning of the first video that I made, you have a lot of stores that has been closed up. Well, proactivity is what allowed proactivity is what allows the economy to consistently, go. But with less and less proactivity happening, you don't have enough money to keep balance of the debt. As long as there was money coming in that could keep balance of the debt, then debt would get paid off. And I'm not talking about national debt. I'm talking about the debt that's in America, man. And that debt is like 70-some trillion dollars. Altogether, America's in like 200 and some trillion dollars in debt. National debt, U.S. debt, and also interest. So America's in a bad case, But if you look at the ancient kingdoms like the Greek Empire, the Roman Empire, eventually those empires fell because of a lot of disputes that went into their own empire, and also because of economic collapse. That was also one of the major parts, is the reason why, those ancient kingdoms ended up falling, because they based their whole structure off of their own ability to strive instead of basing their structure off Yahweh Shem Shah. So, and because of that is the reason why these kingdoms, they fall all the time, man. America, if you ever, been to high school and you graduated high school, whatever, that's what they teach you, man. They teach you that America based their structure or their foundation off of the teachings of the Roman and Greek Empire. So it's no different. So if you build your structure off of fallen empires, then eventually your empire will fall as well. Now, a lot of people will say, well, America is only falling because of the coronavirus. No, hell no. America already been going into a state of recession. If you look at the debt, the debt alone could have crashed the economy. But what they consistently do is print money, when you print money, it actually devalues the dollar. So when it devalues the dollar, you have to raise prices on many things, the cost of living, right, in order to keep that money current. But you can see throughout history that the nations has been trying to transition from the U.S. dollar, or the fiat money, if you want to call it, or the petrodollar, to their own currency. And like I said in the first video, that's why you got a lot of open stores for a lot of gold, because America knows that they're going to have to transition from the fiat money to gold or silver, which ultimately they want to use the RFID chip as their currency, as a way of buying and selling, in other words. So this place is built only to go down, man. If you understand the economic way that this place is set up, if you understand the infrastructure and the foundation of how America is set up, it's already set to fall, man. It just takes many years in order for it to fall. You're not gonna come into building an empire, and it falls in a year. That's not gonna happen. It takes a period of time in order for the empire to fall, because in order for an empire to fall, ultimately that deals with Yahweh Shem Shai. But statistically speaking, in order for an empire to fall, there had to be anarchy, right? Dealing with civil and domestic disputes, dealing with the economy-wise, debt, and banks going into bankruptcy. There's a lot of things that can take place, and the reason of why an empire can fall. The people that dwell in that land could be the ones that actually destroy the land, and I'm not talking about by way of thermonuclear missiles. I'm talking about actually like fracture the infrastructure of the way they set up order. That's what the people could destroy. If you look at some riots back in the day, a lot when there was riots and the people actually burnt down businesses and things like that, that affected the economy greatly, man. And that's what's going to happen again. Ultimately, yes, this place will be destroyed by thermonuclear missiles, like it tells you in the book of Jeremiah, like it tells you in the book of Revelations, all up and through the scriptures, man. But in the process of that, like the scriptures tell you, and what is that? Deuteronomy 7:22, he says, I shall take those nations out little by little. And if you look at ancient empires and see what unfolded in that empire in order for it to fall, you can see that America is in the same situation, man. So a lot of you people are about to suffer. A lot of you people are going to die, man. A lot of you people are going to die in America from famine, by way of the sword, because you trust in the so-called white man. The scripture says, woe unto them that trust in oppression. That's in the book of Psalms. And the scripture also said, woe unto them that eateth off of another man's table. Right? So this kingdom is set up to spoil you, man. Because if you look at this circumstance, if you look at the circumstances of this place, if you wanted to eat, all you had to do is go to your nearest food city, Fry's, Circle K, QT, and other means, right? You don't actually go out and go fishing and learn how to fish and do those things. So when this place literally shuts down, you're going to be asked out. But not only that, but it's not like you're going to be able to leave the cities, because it tells you in the book of 2nd Esdras, the 9th chapter, how the cities are going to be closed, man. They're going to close off the cities. You're going to have military troops on every freeway and every street that leads out of the city. So you people are going to be trapped in here only to die, only to be killed off. And this is what's being prepared for you people, man. So the topic of this is the economic collapse, because that's what we're coming into, and this is why, if you looked at one of Trump's presses, or one of his speeches, what did he say? He said, we want to open the economy back up on April the 3rd, I believe he said the 3rd. But now he changed the times to the 30th because he have no choice but to listen to the CDC and other means of authority that tells him that he have to prolong the times that this place have to be shut down, right? Because the coronavirus can spread even more and become worse than what it is now, because America have more numbers of coronavirus cases than Japan, man. But because of that, they consistently placing executive orders to shut this place down more and more. And the more you shut it down, the more money this place lose. The more money isn't getting pushed back into the economy, which means that affects the different states. That affects New York, that affects California, that affects Los Angeles, that affects Chicago, that affects Arizona, that affects many states, and that depletes the money that needs to go into that state in order to help the people get resources and things like that. So real soon, a lot of this construction work, a lot of these things is gonna come to naught, man. It's gonna stop. You know, all work, all the grinding, what did it say? The grinder shall cease. You know, the grinder shall cease. And this is what's coming to America, man. Hey, the scriptures tell you in Revelations 11:8, it says, their dead bodies shall lie in that street, which is spiritually called Sodom. Sodom represents sodomy, which is homosexuality, and Egypt, which is slavery, man. Right? Egypt, which consists in slavery. So America is spiritually Sodom and Egypt, man. Right? So again, it says their dead bodies shall lie in the streets, which is spiritually called Sodom and Egypt. And that's what's going to happen, man. There's a lot of things that's going to take place in America that you people aren't going to believe right now. A lot of you people right now is saying that, you know, this thing will get better. America's going to get better. This coronavirus is going to go away, but we'll see, man. We'll see what happens, man. You know, we'll see, man. We'll see what happens. Let's say if the coronavirus does go away, but could the economy repair itself? It's the way you look at it. If you study the economy, no, it's not going to repair itself. A lot of people, even after coronavirus, a lot of people will go homeless, man. A lot of people are going to lose their jobs still. You know, a lot of people are going to have to sleep outside because they're going to get evicted. You know. And the crazy thing is that if they wouldn't have passed bills, or if they wouldn't have allowed the $1.1 trillion to pass, you know, if they didn't allow that to pass, a lot of people would be homeless right now, man, living in the streets. Because when people begin to get laid off, then that means you don't have money coming in for next month or for that month, you know, to pay rent. So you had instead of your what do you call them? It slipped my mind, man. But instead of your the owner of the house, for lack of a better word, instead of the owner of the house giving you a break because the COVID-19 ended up having you lose your job, they're so goddamn greedy, they still gonna make you pay, man. So that's the type of place you living in. You living in a place to where these people don't give a fuck, man. These people don't care, you know, and because they don't care is the reason why this place have to be destroyed. But that's only one of the reasons. There's many reasons why this place have to be destroyed, because it's completely wicked. You know, the scriptures tell you in the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 15, verse 7, it says this place is exceedingly wicked, man. It says the earth is exceedingly wicked. Go to Genesis 6 and 5. It tells you how wicked this place is, man. So there's many reasons why this place have to be destroyed, but also because of that too, man. Because these people don't give a damn, man. These people don't care. When this coronavirus came into effect, and these people start hearing about it, man, they just still going on about their business, man, until it start getting worse. Now people start panicking. You know, your woman start buying more food. You know, start getting gloves, masks and shit. You know what I'm saying? Start panicking. You know, people don't start reacting until it's actually on the 7 o'clock news. You know, but that's all right, man. You know, that's all right. You know, because there's worse things to come than a damn coronavirus, man. Esau's preparing, man. He's preparing to move in on you people. Jeremiah 30 and 7 says Jacob's trouble. You know, it tells you about Jacob's trouble, man. So these devils ready to move in on you, man. But hey, I'm going to go ahead and end it from there and say Barak Day Howell, Barak Day Howell Shah, Barak Day Howell, Barak Day Howell Shah, Bahashim Rakakadash, double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS, and salutations to you brothers out there doing this work of truth and sincerity. I like to say Mawafla Bible, which is death to Babylon. And Lord willing, this was edifying for you brothers out there that's doing this work of truth and sincerity. I like to say Shalom.